MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com and State Farm.
Entry-level luxury is a difficult undertaking for established luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz. It needs to be attainable enough to new and less well-off buyers, but still able to deliver the Mercedes-Benz experience that attracted aspiring owners in the first place. Now, Mercedes has had varying levels of success in this area, but most agree they pulled it off splendidly with the CLA. Now our question, can they go a notch lower? While this 2019 Mercedes-Benz A220 sedan is all new to us here in the U.S., the previous 3 generations of the subcompact A-Class have been sold in other parts of the world, mostly in hatchback form. In addition, here in the States, that chassis also underpins the current GLA class crossover and even the QX30 over at Infiniti. Now, with the launch of this 4th generation of A-Class, it will be available for the first time anywhere as a 4-door sedan. Odd, since all we hear about these days is the death of the traditional 4-door. And don't confuse this A220 with the CLA that's been on sale here since 2014. It was, up until now, Benz USA's entry-level model, but was and is more of the 4-door coupe style. Yeah, we know sometimes things get confusing around the automotive world. No misunderstanding engine choices, as there are none. A relatively mild 188 horsepower 2-liter turbo 4 with 221 pound-feet of torque and a 7-speed DCT automatic is all that's available. But you do get to decide whether you want to add all-wheel drive or stick with front-wheel drive. Our all-wheel drive tester hesitated a little off the line, but decent amounts of power arrived soon enough, as did 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds. Shifts were quick but not overly urgent and enabled the engine to maintain the bulk of its adequate output the whole way through the quarter mile, which we finished in 15 seconds flat at 92 miles per hour. A fair amount of engine noise finds its way into the cabin, but it's more of an aggressive, sporty tone rather than traditional entry-level car buzziness. Our A220 4MATIC worked its way through the cones without much drama. There's a little understeer here and a little oversteer there, but they seem to balance themselves out pretty well. Some might feel it's a little sluggish to respond to inputs, but we put it more in the solid category, which is pretty impressive for a subcompact ride. Especially since the suspension is soft, but body roll is held in check. Though quite capable, it's less of a sports sedan than some might want, and more of a nicely competent daily driver. No doubt an AMG version will take this further at some point. Away from the track, it delivers a very refined ride for such a small car. We'd even say it's a class above the CLA for sure. Often the interior is what makes or breaks an entry-level luxury car, and for the most part, things inside the A220 look and feel like bigger Benzes. No obvious bargain basement compromises. Typical for a German car these days, there are lots of options to choose from, with plenty of Mercedes-Benz's latest technology to pack in here. That means a standard 7-inch full digital cluster for the gauges and another 7-inch screen to the right for infotainment. But you can upgrade them both to the 10-inch displays seen here. If you're a home digital assistant addict and must speak everything into action, just say, "Hey Mercedes," and then the car awaits your instructions. If you're more of the silent type, there are still enough actual controls to perform basic duties. With not very much sheet metal to work with, it was hard to fully translate the Mercedes language into such a small package, but this particular dialect, though less distinctive, is pleasing enough to the eyes. Standards include full LED exterior lighting and a panoramic sunroof. 4MATIC government fuel economy ratings are 24 city, 34 highway, and 28 combined. We average 26.3 miles per gallon on premium. That rates a better than average energy impact score of 11.8 barrels of annual oil consumption with 5.4 tons of CO2 emissions. When it comes to pricing, you have to choose between front and all-wheel drive. $33,495 standard, 4MATIC $2,000 more at $35,495. Though all of these enticing available options can push things close to $50,000. Mercedes-Benz is making more of their global portfolio available to us here in the U.S. than ever. That's less for us to complain about and more cars to enjoy. But the real plan is getting more people to enjoy them. The 2019 Mercedes-Benz A220 offers a great mix of posh and performance and a classy-looking sedan body. Pay attention, entry-level luxury providers. A-Class is now in session.